Yeah.
All right, dude. So, oh my gosh, I was blown away by that FF7 Rebirth trailer. I think that was
Yeah.
the best trailer they did so far, dude. Oh my
There's
god.
only really a couple trailers, so there's not. It's definitely the best so far, but I
Oh, I
feel.
meant like all the remake and rebirth trailers they did in
Oh,
all of history. Yeah,
I'd have to
that's
look. I'd have to go back and check out some of the trailers. But it was pretty darn good. But I think Remake had some killer trailers too. But it's been so
oh
long,
definitely, yeah.
I'd have to check them out
I'll
again.
never forget that 2015 trailer for sure.
Like the build up to the actual release was so fucking hype, and
Oh, it
like
was
the
so
marketing
hype.
was so good. Like giving us a demo. I'm so glad that we're getting demos now.
Yep, the demo with like the first reactor and everything. Yep.
Oh yeah, and it's just the first chapter is so good. It's I think like everything you would want
Oh
from
yeah.
like a Final Fantasy VII remake.
So I want to go through this trailer chronologically. So we see Zack with a cloud that's resting on his back. Two clouds confirmed.
I think there's two realities coexisting at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like there could be easily be some like live stream shenanigans that cause these timelines to like converge, and we could get some, like Zack, Cloud, Sephiroth shenanigans, interactions. It's really, I feel like the biggest changes are going to come from this coexisting timeline. Like the fact that it exists, I think it's going to play a big part in how the story is going to change
My
going
question
forward.
is Zack in the remake universe or in the Zack Survives universe? That's my question.
I do not think he exists in the remake universe. I think he
Okay,
exists in
so
his own
Zack in the
separate
universe.
timeline where like Tifa and Barrett and all of them die at that. I think you told me it was a tornado.
Yes, so if you rewatch the first Rebirth trailer, the news reporter says because of a massive tornado that swept Midgar or something. Yeah, that's why you see all that damage. So,
Oh,
yeah.
what if the tornado was like the fates? Remember how they were swirling
Yeah,
around
the whispers.
the whispers? Yeah, it could have been like the whispers because they probably couldn't see the
Oh yeah.
whispers, so it just probably
We've seen
manifested
like
as like a
whisper
tornado.
tornadoes. Yeah, we've seen whisper tornadoes before in the first part. So yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised.
Okay.
Dude, if this cloud never saw like Zack die, that means like he doesn't get the Buster Sword. He doesn't join Avalanche, I guess. A
Yeah.
lot of things change for this cloud in Zack's universe.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like he doesn't become Zack's living legacy, like that sad speech when Zack is dying. Oh man.
Yeah, it's super bizarre. I don't know what this means. I don't know what's gonna happen going forward. Based on the trailer and some screenshots, there are gonna be a lot of returning events, like locations and story beats. So like people were super worried that like, it's gonna diverge super far from the main story, and we're not gonna see
returning characters. We
like
see Rufus Shinra at Midgar celebrating his presidency.
yeah, I mean, it's all. So I think we're going to be getting a lot of those iconic moments from the story, with some slight changes, kind of like the first remake game. So I think they quelled one fear, for sure.
And then as we go forward, we see the Cloud and Sephiroth flashback. They see the Mako experiment like drop down to the floor. Pretty grody stuff. We see Cait Sith finally. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Himself. Yep.
So
yeah, Cait Sith.
hold on. I have to think for a second. So I know Sephiroth, like that cutscene with Sephiroth, that happened.
Yes.
so I know Cloud was there, right? But the Cloud in the flashback isn't Cloud. That's Zack, right?
You're talking about like when Cloud gets stabbed from the Masamune in the flashback, but it's not actually Cloud. Are you talking about that? Like he was a Shinra grunt that got stabbed by the Masamune? Yeah. I remember.
So, yeah, because I was kind of confused, like, because we're not we're playing as Cloud, but it's not really Cloud. It's Zack.
No, he has a false perception of the past because of his PTSD trauma.
Right, and the Mako poisoning.
Yes.
But he can't just make shit up. So he was there, but as a grunt. He could see things happen. He saw things play out, and that's how he can recall everything as if he actually did it. Because he was there, he just wasn't Zack.
Yeah.
I'd have to replay it.
It's like he's suppressing his emotions because of the traumatic experience that he went through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I think part of it, I'd have to replay the game, but a lot of it might have to do with his insecurity, his failure to become a soldier, like a proper soldier. He said he was going to do it. He wasn't able to. It was it's really, that whole memory sequence thing is actually pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to replay Final Fantasy VII before the remake comes out, or
we're
Rebirth.
We're literally gonna be playing as a fake Cloud because we're actually playing as Zack, but it's Cloud.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so Cait Sith, dude. We see him in combat. That was so cool to see, dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Like, all of these characters are playable. I guess there's gonna, cause like, did they make Red 13 playable?
Yes, Red 13 is playable in the party now.
Okay, so wow, they really made everybody. I didn't think they would make everybody playable. I honestly thought Red 13 and Cait Sith were going to be non-playable party members. But I was wrong. But this will make for some really interesting like splits, because I really liked how in Final Fantasy VII Remake the characters would split off, and you would be forced to have like Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith sometimes, and the other times it's Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa. Like, there weren't opportunities to switch out your party, and I liked that because it kind of forced you to play all the characters and have a lot of different like team up experiences.
If they allow you to switch out like party members during combat, that's gonna feel so nice, because that gives me like Final Fantasy X vibes, where you can switch out Titus, Yuffie, Waka.
You mean like, so you want to be able to switch out the party members?
Yeah, I want to be like Final Fantasy X style, where you could like switch out Titus with Auron, or switch out Waka
mid combat.
Yeah, mid combat.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I haven't played 10 yet.
Yeah, 10 is very versatile with its party members.
Okay, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
Let's move on to the modes of transportation. So we have cars, chocobos, segways with Cloud.
What's the car called? I forget what the car is called.
The buggy?
The buggy. Dude, I got hyped when I saw that. I'm like, because I wasn't sure. The open, like, the explorable areas, I was really surprised, because I wasn't sure how they were going to do that. So clearly we're still getting, like, expansive explorable areas.
Dude, we're literally flying with a chocobo. That's amazing.
Flying chocobos, climbing mountains with chocobos. We're riding around in, like, a dune buggy.
Dude, Cloud on a Segway has been memed so much.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's so funny, dude.
I love it. It's so.
Soul, dude.
It's so silly. To me, it's like pure like Final Fantasy silliness.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the location. So, dude, Gold Saucer, Cosmo Canyon. Like, what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm actually looking forward to all the mini games. The mini games look like fun. I never really
like a marching mini game, yeah.
The Golden Saucer is full of mini games.
The Gold Saucer ones, yeah.
I never really played the mini games all that much in the original, because I was more focused on the story. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Gold Saucer is going to be fun. And my memory is still kind of foggy because it's been so long, so I don't remember a lot of like the big story beats, and I kind of want to keep it that way. That's why I'm hesitant to really replay the game.
A while for me too, yeah. But the Alexander, Odin, that was cool to see.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I'm gonna be more interested in Costa del Sol. That'll like be my favorite location.
Is that the one with the giant cannon? No.
Costa del Sol is like where you meet Hojo and.
Oh yeah, that's like that's kind of like the vacation spot, right?
Yeah, it's like a resort area.
Yeah, that's a really weird location in like the full context of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. It's all steampunk and Midgar, but it's all.
That's
nice
where you fight.
here.
That's where you fight the fishy guy, right? The fish
I think
boss.
So, yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I was so silly when I was watching the trailer. I'm like, oh, that's Leviathan, but I forgot Leviathan was in the first game and is way bigger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out. I like how they brought back the Polygon Cloud for a boxing mini game.
Oh yeah, cool. I love it. Total fan service in the best way. I forgot what I was gonna say. I really like how summons are used in the game, where you use them for like big moments. They're used for like scripted fights.
And
they're not like super overpowered or yeah, they're really cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, dude. Vincent Valentine, let's talk about it.
Hold on. I want to listen to his voice again because it sounded like stereotypically super deep.
Has it been confirmed it's Matt Mercer?
I have not heard anything about that.
Okay, let me.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's really popular. Vincent FF7 Rebirth. So I guess Vincent is going to join the team before Sid. Sid will probably be the final party member.
You're wrong, but isn't Sid after Vincent? I thought he was.
Like, I think you can get Vincent before Sid.
Right. So maybe that's what they're doing. They're keeping Sid for the last one.
Yeah, I think similar to Tifa. Like they held Tifa off for so long.
The gunplay is gonna be so sick.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna be able to play as Sephiroth? Or is he just going to be a non-playable party member?
You can like control Sephiroth, but he's definitely in the party with you. So that's
yeah,
100%.
Yeah. You don't even see his face. You see his cute little booties and his long black
nice
hair.
Cape. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh yeah, so there's Cait Sith. What is it? You meet Cait Sith at the Gold Saucer, right?
Yes, you meet Cait Sith at the Gold Saucer.
So this is. Do you think this will be near like? Because I'm not. It's been so long since I played the game, and I don't really know how they're going to make this work. But do you think Vincent's going to be near the end of the game?
It's definitely going to be after the midway point, because you get Vincent like kind of late-ish if this is the second part of the entire FF7 story. So you'll probably get him after the 50% mark.
I seen screenshots of Red 13 riding a chocobo.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen that, yeah. That's so hilarious, dude.
He's like sitting like a people.
A dog riding a chicken.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
God. But dude, Andrea Rodea is back. I love it.
Andrea... Oh, okay. Shit.
Yep.
Oh, was he confirmed?
Guy? Yeah. No,
Yeah. Sorry, I got him confused with somebody else. But yeah, no, he must be at the Gold Saucer or something. I love it.
Yeah.
I got hyped when I saw him, for sure.
And dude, Dio is gonna be so charismatic. Owner of the Gold Saucer.
The big guy in the trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
He must not have left a huge impression on me in the original game. I vaguely remember him. Isn't he like a big bodybuilder guy?
Yeah, he's pretty big, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a muscular man. Yeah, the mustache. Yeah.
I hope that like Rufus plays like a bigger role. He had a few cutscenes in the original.
I mean, we're gonna see him in Junon with Heidegger. I don't think Cloud's gonna meet him in person, but we're gonna see him in Junon.
Yeah, I just hope that like we get more boss fights, because he had one boss fight in the original game and he was in a few cutscenes. I just hope we get more Rufus.
Dude, I heard something crazy. 100 hours of content confirmed in Rebirth. That's crazy, dude.
Huh. Yeah, it's probably, the story will probably be longer. The pacing I think will be better, because we'll be able to like jump for like to more locations and experience newer different things, because being trapped in Midgar for like 50 hours got a little tiresome by the end. So it'll be nice.
I'm still under the impression that we're ending this game around the Forgotten City area, like at least around that time period.
But I figured it would end with Aerith's death.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The Forgotten City. That's
yeah.
where the Arab scene takes place.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like, I thought you go there like a couple different times. But yeah, it's been a while since I played the game.
It seems like Zack is gonna play a major role in this game. Like, you see him in the cover, you see him here pretty much in the trailer.
What if Zack is the one who dies? Like, he dies protecting Aerith. And then we get
like pushes Aerith out of the way and he gets stabbed himself.
Right, something like that. Like, and then the timeline will be kind of fixed, because he's supposed to actually it'd be fixed but not fixed, because Aerith's supposed to die too.
Here's the thing though. What do you do with the second Cloud?
I have
that's
no
what
idea.
messes everything up. Yeah.
I hate it when shows like it bugs me, because it just makes things complicated. Now we have two clouds. Like, what?
We have two clouds, yeah, confirmed.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts does this shit, and it makes everything so complicated and convoluted.
Sora, yeah.
But their shit, Kingdom Hearts is kind of known for that now, so I can forgive it a little bit.
Yeah, and whereas FF7 is not known for it.
Yeah, like Xion and Roxas are like their own people now with their own personalities. Oh, well, they still kind of have the problem with like Roxas and Ventus existing at the same time. Super weird. But to me, they are very different characters.
Now, here's the thing. Sephiroth said the line, "When worlds merge." I wonder if that means the timelines or the two universes like coming together.
Yeah, I don't know about them merging per se. I could see the characters interacting. Like, Zack is going to show up. Like, he's going to show up.
Yeah. For sure.
We'll probably get to play as Zack. I have no doubt we'll play as Zack. This is gonna be super weird. Like, are we gonna get Aerith, Zack, like, reuniting? Like,
yeah, and dude, everyone is asking the golden question: is Aerith gonna live or die? That's the biggest question right now.
It is. Aerith's death is so important to the game. It'd be. I'm not saying that they couldn't pull it off, like, and change it and still make it work.
Aurora, dude. Yeah.
Is he directing the game?
Yeah, he's director of Remake and Rebirth.
Really? Okay. I thought they would have changed the director.
We're definitely gonna have more Kingdom Hearts flavor into the story.
Yeah, which isn't necessarily a good thing.
Yeah. We've all seen Dream Drop Distance.
Right. Like, I don't think it was too egregious in Remake. I think it was a really cool sort of meta commentary on the game and the fan base and like expectations. I thought it was really interesting. And like the wills and the destiny or whatever, like being physical manifestations of like almost physical manifestations of like the timeline, while also being sort of a metaphysical representation of.
And I talked to you about this before about like Kadaj, Laz, and Yazoo, and Bahamut. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the
I definitely think like those are like representations of Tifa, Cloud, and Barrett. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, metaphysical representations of like what the fans want, because a lot and like their desires and expectations. Because there's so much outcry for like, don't change too much. We want the same thing.
There's so much
but
catering
just
to the fans. They even cater to the Advent Children fans because they
like,
show snippets of that.
They do a little bit, but at the same time they make it clear that we don't want to retread the same ground. We want to tell a new story while paying homage to the original, and you guys have to deal with that. And I respect them as like artists for doing that.
Like, I know there were like purist haters that wanted a 1-to-1 remake, but I'm actually fine with this. I think this is better treatment.
This is like a sort of, it's a remake slash sequel slash like retelling. It's the most interesting way to do a remake.
I love when games do that.
Yeah. Do a lot of games even really do that? Hey, baby.
I don't even know it. This is like a new meta ground that we're in.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's never really been done before on this level. It may have been done with a few games, but it's not like widely known, I guess. Right. I mean, it's not the cultural touchstone that is Final Fantasy VII. Like, it'd be kind of like if Ocarina of Time like made major changes to its story, and oh my God, they totally could get away with it too, because Ocarina of Time is all about time travel. You could have a remake slash sequel slash retelling of Ocarina of Time using this like Final Fantasy VII, but it could be arguably more justified because of the time travel. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
We use time travel to meet the ancients from the ancient past. Jeez.
Oh, like in Final Fantasy. That would be I mean, the live stream is so ambiguous. It seems like you can do just about anything with it.
Space and time,
yeah. Like, you could. I just hope they don't. Like, I don't want a whole bunch of time travel or like dimensions, multiverse.
Yeah,
like,
I don't want to see Genesis like come back and we have to fight Genesis and Angeal again. I don't want that.
It'd be kind of cool if like, Oh, do you mean like the Crisis Core characters or something?
Yeah, like it'd be kind of weird. Like a time portal automatically comes out, and Genesis walks out of that portal, and we fight him all of a sudden. That'd be kind of weird.
I kind of like how the DLC handled it, because like one of those characters was from Crisis Core, right? And then like there was a super boss that was from Crisis Core.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, I'm cool with that. Like fan servicey. Like,
Weiss, right?
Weiss?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that as like super bosses, like non-canon super bosses.
Super bosses not affecting the story. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah.
And here's the thing, like if they Romy, if they can find an interesting, compelling way to bring back some of these characters and introduce them into like the main story in an effective way, I'm okay with that. I don't have any hard lines on like they can't do this, you know, because I think you have to be open-minded.
I think we passed that point after Midgar.
yeah. I think we as like fans of this game and like the community, we just need to be open-minded for like what the future is going to hold. I really like. I just thought of this while we were talking, but like, oh God, what's it called? Genova. So Genova's kind of been this like, sort of
person that Cloud that Sephiroth calls mother. Yeah.
Right, but like, her will is kind of embedded into Sephiroth, but she's not like. She's not like a real character. She's kind of like a manipulating force, almost like the Calamity in The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
It's a corpse body that never speaks, that never even moves. It's just that it influences others to do her bidding. Yeah. I
think it would be cool, since they're making big changes to the story anyways, if they could if Genova could revive herself in some way. I would really like to see Jenova as an actual character.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe the final villain is not Sephiroth. Maybe it's Jenova herself.
Like
as the
she's
final villain.
taking things into her own hands, and maybe
Yeah.
she recreates herself using Sephiroth, which I mean she kind of does and doesn't. She because her will is to like conquer planets, right?
Yeah.
But that's her will. That's
As
not
an
like
infectious
her
plague,
character. I'd kind of like to see her realized as a character. Maybe in the final game.
I had this cool theory where Jenova gives Sephiroth the true power, where he becomes a two-winged angel instead of a one-winged one. Yeah.
Okay,
Complete
okay.
Power. Yeah.
All right.
Complete true power Sephiroth.
I dig it. What's the final boss called again? Like Zero Sephiroth or Neo Sephiroth or
Gosh, it's been so long.
End like they just add a word to him.
Safer Sephiroth.
Safer Sephiroth. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
He's playing it safe.
I'm guessing that we're gonna beat Sephiroth with Cloud and Zack. It's gonna be like a 2v1. So,
Here,
Trev, I
what's
asked
up?
you the golden question now. Do you think Aerith is gonna live or die?
oh my god. Okay.
That's the question
So
everyone's asking.
here's the thing, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can theory dump and dive into like what ifs and stuff, but I think it's important to view these types of things from outside the game and from like a production standpoint, from a writing room standpoint. So the death of Aerith is crucial to the story and multiple characters, like character development. I feel like sitting in that room, it'd be really, really hard to say it's
because the emotions don't hit as hard if she doesn't die.
Right.
Yeah.
And it has such a huge impact on the story and what Final Fantasy VII is and represents, and as a cultural touchstone. It's so unbelievably important.
It probably would have sold less if Aerith lived.
Right. I mean, maybe, because I think it sold really well because of the advertising. Nobody knew Aerith was going to die. I think Aerith dying made the game incredibly rememberable.
Yeah, I think it got it a higher score. Yeah.
I mean, because they took like that chance, and they originally wanted to kill off Barrett. I forgot why.
There was a little nod to that in part 1.
Yeah, true. So looking at it from the writer's perspective, from the production perspective, it seems like insane not to kill her off, because it kind of spits on the game, like it spits on the original and how important that moment is. But I'm not saying it's impossible. They could.
As we know, Nomura is not afraid to spit on any game.
True. And to be fair, he's the director. I don't know who's the writer. I don't know who the head writers are. I don't know how much influence Tetsuya Nomura has over the writing and this and how the story and the narrative is going to play out. I don't know how much of that he's involved in. But they could pull it off. I'm not saying it's impossible, but if they're going to do it, then they got to do it right. And I don't even know what that looks like. It's going to be
People are either going to really love the game or really hate the game. There's no middle ground.
J12's in chat.
Oh, J12? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy to think about. It's so crazy to even talk about.
Real quick, random theory I had. So, you know how Jessie's dream in part 1 was she wanted to be the leading lady of the Gold Saucer?
Yes.
What if in Zack's universe, she is the leading lady of the Gold Saucer?
Oh, I like that. So characters that characters that died, like all the characters who died survive in Zach's universe, and vice versa.
And all the characters that lived died.
Yeah.
Yes,
That would be like, that would make a completely different game. A completely different story. No, that's brilliant. Itch. Except for maybe Angeal. I don't really know the Crisis Core story. I don't really know how that worked out.
I'm just so excited to like Northern Crater, Gold Saucer, Costa del Sol. So many locations, dude, for these 2 discs.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be... I can't believe it comes out in February. That's only 5 months away.
Yeah, dude.
The ass
got
end of
Spider-Man
February.
2 to play. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to make some content out of that.
Oh, man. All right, well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Unless if you had anything else from the trailer.
Yeah, the summons were pretty hype. The different modes of transportation were super hype.
I saw the Deluxe Edition package with the Sephiroth statue. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I noticed like they have the cool team up attacks from like the Intergrade DLC. So
yeah, with Sonon and Yuffie. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I gotta replay that game.
FF7 Rebirth, baby. Let's go.
Thanks for watching, guys. Super duper appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
All right. See you guys later.